Imagine Palantir's Q4 earnings as a rocket that just left a 747 in the dust. The data analytics company reported 36% year-over-year revenue growth to $828 million, easily beating Wall Street estimates. What fueled this surge? Government and corporate clients racing to tap Palantir's AI platforms, for one. In fact, U.S. revenue alone jumped 52% to $558 million, with U.S. commercial up 64% on the quarter. Palantir closed a record number of big deals, for example, 129 deals over $1 million in Q4, as its Gotham and Foundry software became the data engine of choice for defense and industry. In short, a cocktail of AI hype plus juicy government contracts meant Palantir outpaced every forecast in sight. Analysts were gobsmacked. Palantir even possibly discouraged clients from using a Chinese AI model, DeepSeek, on national security grounds, evidence that it's now seen as a sort of safe harbor in the emerging AI arms race. In the words of one analyst, Palantir's AI platform is like the Michael Jordan of AI stocks, capturing imaginations and delivering the goods. The bottom line, Palantir didn't just beat consensus earnings by a whisker, it eviscerated consensus estimates, handing a 75% surge in adjusted EPS to 14 cents. As one commentator quipped, the stock jumped over 18% after hours on the news. 2025 guidance, billion-dollar smiles. Just when Wall Street thought things couldn't get better, Palantir laid out blazing guidance for 2025. For Q1, it sees revenue around $859 million, well above the $799 million analysts expected. And get this, full-year 2025 revenue is guided to $3.741 to $3.757 billion, roughly 31% higher than 2024. The kicker? U.S. commercial business alone should grow at least 54%, to over $1.08 billion. In plain English, Palantir told investors, hang on tight, because demand for our software is red hot. Investors loved it. Predictably, the stock exploded, even on top of an already hot year. 13 analysts raised price targets overnight. One Reuters headline summed it up, Palantir shares jump on upbeat revenue outlook as businesses adopt AI. The company itself boasts that half its current revenue still comes from Uncle Sam, but it's aggressively shifting to commercial customers, and those customers are gobbling up AI services as fast as they can code. One analyst possibly joked Palantir is riding the AI wave, benefiting from multiple industries pressing the button on big investment. Bottom line, Palantir's fearless forecast, way above the consensus $3.52 billion target, was like a cannonball tossed into Wall Street's punch bowl. The result was a stock that seemed to have jet fuel in its veins. Tesla's turbulence, a 45% freefall. Meanwhile, on the other side of the data stream, Tesla's roller coaster has been wild. Its stock did a nosedive in 2025, after peaking around $1. $5 trillion market cap in mid-deck, Tesla plummeted by about 45%, almost erasing all post-election gains. For a while it looked like it was wearing a lead suit, worst performer on the S&P anytime Musk launched into politics or sales guidance was trimmed. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you've commented, let's continue. But wait. If you are interested in stock news updates that might be relevant to your financial targets, join us and become a member for member-only videos. Find the link in the description section below. Musk's political retreat, back to the garage. Yes, Musk signaled he's dialing down the White House side gig, the so-called Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, to reunite with his true love, Tesla. As he told Wall Street, the large slog of work to get the DOGE team in place is mostly done, and starting May he'll greatly reduce his schedule in D.C. Musk plans to cap his service at 130 days total. It was slated to run through end May. Investors practically sighed in relief. Tesla shares, which had been under heavy pressure, actually spiked on the news. Some surveys found traders concerned Musk was spreading himself too thin across politics, Dogecoin memes, rockets, you name it. Now it looks like Musk will refocus more on EVs, robots, and the upcoming robotaxi. Of course, he's still keeping some Doge involvement, possibly 40% of his time for now, but the shift in tone, "I'm back at the helm of this ship," was clear. One Wall Street strategist joked that shareholders are hoping Musk will now have the time to focus on rebuilding the Tesla brand. Whether the focus shift will manifest in better EV sales remains to be seen. But for now, the narrative is that Musk is not leaving Tesla anytime soon, he's just giving politics a little less headspace. And hey, maybe that's a signal he'll launch a usable Cybertruck yet. Wait, what? Amidst all this noise came a wild rumor, Elon Musk teaming up with Palantir on a White House missile defense project. It sounds like Tech Olympics cross-promotion. The chatter began when various outlets noted that a trio, SpaceX, Palantir, and Enduro, the defense AI startup by Palmer Luckey, are working together on Donald Trump's proposed Golden Dome missile shield. Twitter possibly lit up with guesses that perhaps Musk's rockets and Palantir's software would join forces to build a Skynet-like system in orbit. What is known, Reuters broke the news that SpaceX has taken the lead in a bid to build the core of Trump's Golden Dome, and that Palantir is indeed a partner in that bid. According to 6 anonymous sources, Musk, through SpaceX, teamed with Palantir and Enduro to pitch a constellation of satellites to track incoming missiles globally. One source even noted the Pentagon has been surprisingly deferential to Musk because he's now a Trump advisor. Important to note, this is still rumor/early stage. So, yes, those Musk-Palantir team-up whispers are based in reality, but it's literally just a bid at this point. It's a bit like saying 3 superhero inventors walked into a Pentagon meeting, now we're all asking if they'll actually build the shield or just write the proposal. Traders ran with it. Palantir's stock got a shot of excitement, as whispers of a massive government contract danced in biotech minds. Golden Dome 101, Trump's Star Wars shield. Let's unpack the Golden Dome, aka Iron Dome for America. On January 27, President Trump issued an executive order calling for construction of an advanced, next-generation missile defense shield to protect the U.S. from long-range threats. In some PR spin, it went from Iron Dome to Golden Dome in a day. Imagine Reagan's SDI, the 1980s Star Wars program, with lasers and AI in 2025, that's about it. This initiative is still a concept. Officially, the Pentagon will deliver options to the president on how to proceed. But insiders say SpaceX's proposal, with Palantir and Enduro, is to use a subscription model of many satellites watching for missiles, plus a separate fleet that shoots them down, likely with lasers or missiles. So the US might effectively rent the system from SpaceX instead of building it entirely in-house. SpaceX even floated using hundreds of Starlink-type sats as sensors, like making the sky into a giant eyes and lasers network. So, President Trump has dreams of a dome of protection, and SpaceX, Palantir, and Enduro are big players raising their hands. It's unclear if it's a real plan or a thought experiment. But the idea of tech billionaires taking on missile defense is real enough to make headlines, and rattle Democrats, who just wrote a letter asking the DoD to review Musk's role. This all means Palantir has a potential seat at the table, or at least on the sideline watching the paperwork process, which gives it potential to hit $1,375. It's our privilege that God, the creator of heaven and earth, will bless us abundantly, make us the head and not the tail if we love him and obey his commandments. Please acknowledge him in your plans and he will direct your paths. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Want more information? Please check the description section. Also again, if you are interested in more relevant stock news updates, consider becoming a member. Link in the description section. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. There are 3 more important steps to build wealth. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you highly motivate me to continue bringing to you educative and transformative videos every week. Do not miss out on our future videos full of knowledge and wisdom. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today, your support is appreciated so much. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Thank you, see you in the next video by God's grace, we love you, and blessings to you.